Welcome to Best Choice Products Assembly, and today we are going to show you how to set up one of our ride-ons. Flip the vehicle over and lay it on a level surface. Unscrew the brackets holding the rear axle, then remove the axle. Remove the nuts and washers from the rear axle. Use the provided plastic wrench to remove the nuts. And then cut the 2 zip ties securing the gearboxes. Do not cut the zip ties securing the wires. Lift up the rear shocks. For this step, line up the gearboxes with the metal frame and shocks, then slide the rear axle through. 2 people are recommended for this step. And for this next step, slide a rear wheel onto the axle and replace a nut and washer to secure the wheel. Repeat on the other side. Use the provided plastic wrench to attach the nuts. Snap a hubcap onto each wheel. Repeat on the other side. And now, open the hood and partially loosen the 5 screws securing the grille. Do not remove the screws. For this step, flip the vehicle over. In the front grille area, carefully push out the 3 locking tabs. Use a flathead screwdriver if necessary. Insert the bumper until it locks onto the grille. Make sure the locking tabs are firmly pushed back into place. You may need to slightly bend the parts to properly install. Flip the vehicle onto its wheels and fully tighten the 5 screws securing the grille. Make sure screw holes are aligned. Then attach the bumper with 6-part 3 screws. 2 people are recommended for this step. For the next step, remove 2 nuts from the bottom of the front axle. Slide 2 springs onto the axle frame. Attach the springs and axle frame to the front axle by replacing the 2 nuts. Do not remove the plastic housing on the springs. Repeat on the other side. And now, remove the nut and washer from the steering column. Slide the front axle assembly onto the steering column and secure it by replacing the nut and washer. Place the front axle assembly into the designated slots and secure it with 8-part 1 screws, 4 on each side. And for this one, remove 2 nuts and washers from the front axle. Slide a front wheel onto the axle and replace a nut and washer to secure the wheel. Use the provided plastic wrench to attach the nuts. Snap a hubcap onto each wheel. Repeat on the other side. For the next step, join the connector from the steering wheel to the corresponding connector in the steering mount. Then snap the steering wheel into place. To remove, compress buttons on the sides of the steering wheel. And then secure the hook to the rear of the vehicle with 2 screws. And now, insert the 2 frame pieces into the designated holes on the rear of the vehicle. And for this one, slide the bar lights into the holes located on the frame pieces and secure it with 2 part 2 screws. Do not grab the bar lights or use as a handle. For this step, snap on the part H windshield. For the next step, snap on 2 part I side mirrors. And for this next step, attach the part J seat with 2 part 1 screws. Open doors and move seat belt to the sides for easier installation. And now, slide the two Part M front reflectors onto the front of the vehicle and they will snap in place. And lastly, under the hood, insert the connector into the corresponding input on the control module. Thank you for watching. We hope you found this assembly video helpful. For more content like this and much more, check out our Best Choice Products YouTube channel.